Who was? Oh, man. Wow. Why are there more people here today? Man, we got to get a bigger room. And one with the mic that works, right?
Kenny, that was quite the end game situation. Can you walk us through all of that from your perspective and then how you feel about the win?
Yeah, I love going into details on things. I'm not going to go into details on that one. We won the football game. We beat another ranked team in in Mountain America Stadium, right? And this is all about the guys. I mean, these guys battled, these guys fought, these guys found a way to win, and it doesn't matter whatever happened at the end, it happened. You know what? We got to rush the field twice. How about that? We rushed the field 3 times this year. That's pretty cool. Not many people get the opportunity to do that. Come to Arizona State because there's going to be a lot more of that coming forward.
Michelle up front.
Kenny, can you talk about the decision to go for the 4th downs instead of the field goals when both seemed like they were makeable field goals?
So the end of the first, the half, when we obviously went for it, we got it in the first half. We were 2 for 2 on 4th downs. Second half, it was 4th and 4, right? We're up 18. So really, either way, they have to score 3 touchdowns to beat you. Okay. Well, if you kick a field goal, just 3 touchdowns ties you. So, but if you score there, you go up 4 possessions. So really, we're trying to say, okay, if we don't get it, they have to go 96 yards, okay, to score, which is low percentage. So the question is, do you want to tie the game if they score 3 touchdowns? No, you want to be winning by 4 touchdowns, and you want to make them go 96. Now, they went 96, so that wasn't ideal, but that was the strategy behind it. We wanted to pin them deep if we didn't get it, and if we got it, we take a 4-possession lead instead of tying if they score 3 touchdowns.
Kenny, your clock management has been masterful all season, but could you just help us understand when you get the ball back after the interception, why not just run the ball into the end zone or just try to score in that situation?
Because, I mean, if you score, they have a minute left. There is a chance that they could score, kick an onside kick, and win. In reality, there was a point where there was under 12 seconds left to go in the game. We have 2 plays, right? Each play should take roughly 6 to 7 seconds if you're in a delay scenario. So the first one we tried to delay, and it only took 4.5. So then there was 5 seconds. So then there was 7 seconds left. And we rolled out, we threw the ball away, and it landed, and it should take a certain amount of time through a lot of reps, through a lot of programs. There's a lot of statistics behind that thought process, and we won the game. But I'm not going to, obviously we all know what happened at the end. It is what it is. Who cares? Won the football game. This guy to my right, 3 touchdowns, I think, in the first half. Unbelievable Sun Devil, right? First time we've been undefeated in this stadium since before he maybe was born. Where were you born?
202.
Oh, no, he was born. He was 2, right? The last time that we went undefeated in this stadium, and for him to be a part of that's unbelievable.
Yeah, so Cam, going off, you've had a lot of great games this year. Kenny has talked about multiple times how he challenged you in the offseason to be able to play on Sundays in the NFL at one point. This game just felt a lot more special. The way you came out with all the energy, obviously coming back your first game last week against Kansas State, what went into it that just allowed you to dominate a lot in the first half and made crucial plays down the stretch?
Because he didn't just challenge me throughout the offseason. He's challenged me every day. He knows when I'm having a bad day or an off day or looking sluggish, and he gets on me about it. So, I mean, I'm doing my best to put in the work because I understand the talent I have and I could play at the next level. But if I don't put the work in, it's not going to happen. So, with him challenging me and me trying my best to put in all the work, it's all paying off, and that's why I respect him so much, and everybody loves him because everybody understands he's doing it for the right of us. And look, we're 9-2 and we're in first place.
Jordan Ham, Sports 360 is Kenny. First time that ASU has hit the 9-win mark since 2014. You were part of both of those programs. How are these 2 teams similar, and how are they different?
I would say they're a lot different. Just, everything's a lot different. I would say the similarity is the toughness. That was a really tough team, just mentally, physically, and I think we have that similarity. The difference is just, these guys, a lot of these guys are new, and they came together, and we're coming off a horrible season, right? That team had some expectations. That team was coming off, a good season, And, they had some momentum. These guys came off no momentum with everybody doubting them. Everybody's still doubting them. And that's what makes this special. I mean, I don't know how long I'll be here, hopefully a long time, but I don't know if I'll ever have a season that exceeds expectation than this year. I don't know. Hopefully the expectations become higher, because I don't know if there's a way we can exceed expectations more than we're exceeding them right now. And I think that's special. And it's because of these two guys. They both grew up this year and they both matured.
Doug Franz, Unplugged Podcast. Kenny, why did you call a timeout at the end of the first half before the BYU field goal?
In case they missed it. So if I'm in that situation on offense, I'm going to wind the clock down and I'm going to kick a field goal with 3 seconds left, right? Well, I wanted to make sure that they knew that there was still time left. So if they were going to go, just kind of dictate to them their hands. So then if they missed a field goal, we could have gone and drive the field. So I just wanted to make sure that they had a little bit more pressure of having to make the kick. And if they missed it, then, we got an opportunity to go down the field and try to score.
And number two, open up about 2023. What was the lowest point of last year for you to get to where you are now?
The lowest point of last year had to be Utah, right? I mean, that was a beating. It doesn't get worse than the Utah game last year. I mean, yeah. Our one touchdown versus Utah got called back for blocking the snapper in the back. If it doesn't get worse than that, then I don't know. Yeah, Utah, for sure.
Coach, obviously it's not hard to get juiced up for next week's game, but, it's obviously not the level of opponent that you all faced this week. How do you just kind of keep the guys locked in and, make sure that they take this next game as important as this last one?
Yeah, I mean, if we have to get excited to play our rival who whooped our butt last year, then we're not the team I think we are. And then at the same token, I think they have what people say is the number one wideout that's going to be drafted. They have an NFL quarterback. They have a left tackle who's mocked in the first round. Any team that has 2 first-round draft picks has the talent and the ability to win and make plays. But for us, process. This feels great. It's even better that it's a day game. Have fun. Enjoy it. Wake up, move on, repeat the process. Because nobody cares what you did yesterday. And nobody's going to care if we turn out to be a 9-3 football team that misses the Big 12 championship. Nobody will care. It will be a flash in the pan. If we want to continue to do something special, you got to do it every single day, and you've got to be able to repeat it.
For all of you guys, obviously the win today, Colorado lost as well. You're in the driver's seat to the Big 12 championship game. I mean, can you put in perspective kind of this turnaround that you guys have created and now have everything in front of you?
I mean, the boys have, they fought every day. Like we go back to the summer workouts, everybody fights every single day. We didn't blink out there when, they started scoring points and we weren't. We came back and scored a touchdown and got a comfortable lead, and then they scored again. So we just keep fighting. These guys got a lot of heart. This kid right here, he yelled at me, don't be selfish. We looked at each other and, all right, let's go. So it's just the culture's changed, man, and everybody loves each other, and we've turned this thing around. But it's not finished yet because there's still work to do in the process.
It's amazing. It's just a testament to the team. They counted us out, man. They counted us out, and we continue to keep working and proving the haters wrong. I got a tattoo right here. It says diamond in the rough. That just describes this team, just a diamond in the rough. We just keep working and shoot. Pressure builds diamonds. That's what happened today.
Doug, and then get it to Chris. 2 questions. Cam, can you maybe explain the whole touchdown autograph session there that you had? And then after that...
Yeah, explain it. I'd love to hear all about it.
That's actually one of my boys. The touchdown before, he held the ball out in the Sharpie, and I talked to my team, my lineman. I was like, next touchdown, I'm going to go sign, try to get behind me so the refs don't see it. That was on me. That was 100% on me. I made that mistake, so that definitely won't happen again, One-time thing. I think that might be my second personal flag in my entire life. So I think the thought of just going over there and feeling that after a touchdown was awesome. And I mean, if they needed me on kickoff for that 20-yard kick or whatever, I would have been there. But we got it handled. So.
And then, Kenny, real quick, some news surfaced before the game that ASU has locked up your coordinators for an additional 3 years. Can you just comment on what kind of message that sends for the program?
Yeah, it shows the direction of the program, how there's going to be consistency here in a world where there's very little consistency. But, I mean, if you look at, those guys out there, like I wore this shirt today, right, for the Sun Angel Collective for a purpose, is if you had fun watching him play and make those plays, like it was there all night. It was there all night because it's a different day and age in college football. And if that was something that we want to continue to do, then what's that saying? Pay the man his money, right? Isn't that like a saying? Like, pay the man his money. Like, pay these guys what they deserve to be paid. Because right now, our team is underpaid. And we're doing more with guys who just got it out the mud. But eventually, you should get what you deserve. And our guys deserve more. And that's why I wore this.
A couple more for Coach, and then we'll get to the guys. Get it back to Sam, you got one. Jose. Start with Jose.
Hey, Coach.
Hey.
Can you kind of describe a little bit about just your mentality of being aggressive on the fourth downs, just kind of being aggressive overall in the play calling and what you're seeking to do, trying to keep the momentum when you have it?
Yeah, so I got a major cramp right now. That's ouch. Keep the momentum. Obviously, fourth downs. There's some, like I said, making a team go 96 yards. So you have two fourth and ones. We're gonna go for. Everybody knows it. Like if you can't get fourth and ones consistently, you're not gonna be a good team anyways. So who cares, right? So we're gonna go for it. But when you start to go to those aggressive fourth down calls, right? It's really just time of the game, field position, and score. And I kind of alluded to why we went for the one to start the third quarter. Was we were playing good defense, making them go 96. If they get 3, then they're down 15. Who cares? You're still in the driver's seat. If you score a touchdown, right now you take a 4-position lead as opposed to kicking a field goal, taking a 21-point lead. They still have to get 3 touchdowns. So you changed nothing of what they had to accomplish, and you gave them the ball on the 25 instead of the 4, right? So just the risk first reward there. But that was the thought process.
Chris and Sammy, then we gotta let Coach go.
Kenny, just the difference between the first and second half, what did that feel like? And what was the mood on the sidelines? What were you saying as the game kind of tightened?
Guys, we're still winning. It gets tighter and tighter. Guys, we're still winning. We're still winning. Relax. We're going to make one play. All you got to do is make one play. The rest of the game, we win. Right? We catch the ball in the end zone, right, on the play before we went for it, win the game. Right? We get the 4th and 1. When there's 2 minutes and 30, 40 seconds left, right? Win the game, right? We make 1 sack or 1 interception, win the game. So many times, just one play. And guess what? We got it. We got the play. We got the play to win the football game, and that's just so special is that we have a bunch of guys that when you look at, I just have such confidence. It's like, oh, the game's close. I'm glad I'm on this sideline because I wouldn't want to be on the other sideline. Because that's what we do. We win close games, and we like drama. So it's perfect. It's right in our wheelhouse.
And you won the turnover margin. You'll be first in the turnover margin in the Big 12 going into the Territorial Cup. What does that mean and the importance of what you've accomplished this season, given you were terrible last season?
Yeah, the buy-in, of that, I think is there. And obviously, I think I've preached it more than I did last year. I thought I did a bad job last year, and I think, I got better. And then I think the guys are believing in it. I mean, this dude had that big play in the first half, and he's scavenger off, and I'd love somebody to pull the footage. People start to come from behind, and he does this, crosses on the ball, right? That's growth. That's what it's about. It's about getting better week by week, and nobody's going to notice him running around and then crossing the ball over. Nobody's going to talk about the play. That's why we're winning. It's because we're growing, we're learning, and we're getting better every week with little tiny details. And then you have X over here. Makes a play last time ever in that stadium that completely changes the game, and couldn't be prouder of him.
Sammy, finish it up with Coach.
Coach, first, can you go into the onside kick explanation? How did that conversation with Coach Regal go?
Yeah, so that was actually a squib kick, but when we squib it, the way they angled their dude, we said let's squib it, but we also try to hit him on the way to the squib. So if it hits him, we have a chance to recover it. But if we don't hit them, we recover the ball around the 30, 35-yard line. So it's a very low-risk onside kick. It's like, hey, if it works, wahoo. right? If it doesn't work, they get the ball on the 32, 35. So very, very low risk, call there.
And then did the Valley feel activated today to you?
What do you think? No, you can answer it. What do you think?
I did think.
Yeah, so did I. I mean, what did you think, JT? X, what did you think?
All them people on the sideline last play of the game, it was crazy.
Now, this is the question is, right, how expensive were these tickets? Like $300? If you bought a season ticket to begin the year, right, you probably would have had to spend, what, another $150? There's going to be a lot more games that tickets get to that price. So if you want to be a part of them, you better buy season tickets. You better do it right now. You better sell it out because we're going to have a lot more games where this state wants to show up to. And you are going to want to have season tickets to those things because you're not going to want to have to pay $300 to get in the stadium every single time, right? So buy your season tickets. Let's make that every single week of next year. Because why would you not want to be in that environment? That was one of the most fun places to be in college football. Why would you not want to do that every Saturday? All it is the fan base saying this is what we choose to do. So buy your tickets, donate to keep our team, right? And let's repeat next year, and let's try to run it back at home. Thank y'all. Go Devils. Activate the Valley, baby.
Guys, hang around here. Jordan,
Love you, Coach.
Thank you. Are here. So, any questions for them? Thank you. Sorry if we missed you out. We'll get you Monday if you missed out on Kenny. Get it back to Ryan, and then Chris, do you have one?
Yeah. X, what was it like having that touchdown right here? What was it like scoring that? Having that big play, that touchdown.
It's just staying ready. Just playing with this offense. We got Scat, got JT, who I think are top players in their position in the country, and so just being ready, and that's just the model that all our the receivers and the our receiving group staying ready, just doing our job, and it just felt awesome that Sam trusted me in that play, and it turned out to be a big play when it came down to the game. So it felt great. Man, I was trying to get gone as soon as I caught it. But it was an awesome feeling scoring and just helping the team today.
All right, Ryan, and then get it back to Shane for me if we can. Thank you.
For both of you guys, Coach mentioned the growth each week in Jordan, like you crossing the ball over to avoid the fumble. For the wide receiver group, a big game for you guys both today. What do you think was the biggest part of your growth that you saw in today's win?
Definitely just the crossing the ball. That's a big one. I have two big fumbles on the year that kind of kept guys in the game. So just keeping the ball. That's one of our key topics in our team meetings. So that's one of them, and just the details, fundamentals, route depth, stuff like that. Just all the little stuff. It's all the little stuff that matters. The big stuff's kind of easy, but the little stuff really matters.
Yeah, we just wanted to do stuff that, like, when you watch our film, we want our film to be different. That's something Coach Ward always says. Just blocking, running down, blocking down the field, just playing with high energy and playing for each other. So we just want our film to look different from the rest. And you watch any other receivers in the country, and we want our take to pop off. And it shows up on Saturday. Came down. They came down to the wire, and they trusted us to help us win the game and stuff. So we just want to continue that. And this guy's got a bright future ahead of him, especially with Coach Ward developing him. So I'm excited to see that and just to see the growth of these receivers.
You guys have had both, right back here. You guys have both had long journeys here, unique journeys. Can you guys both speak on what it's like to be on the other side of it now, 9-2, playing for a Big 12 title game next week?
Yeah, so I actually went to Idaho State before this, and I went to BYU and lost like 77-7 or something crazy. So it felt awesome just to be here with the team that everybody's bought in. Nobody really tripping over their own personal accolades, and we just all playing for each other. This is something special that we got here, and the players that we got, and the coaches that we have, and stuff. So it feels awesome to be on this side, and I'm just thankful. I just wake up and just be thankful to be here, and it's an honor.
Shane, if we can get you back to
Can I answer that question?
Oh yeah, sorry, Jordan.
It's amazing, bro. For like me, like my situation, bro, ACL, MCL, PCL, scope, bro, like you're not supposed to come back and do this, bro. Like it's not human, like, bro. It's all God, bro. God, and he had a Liz Frake injury, bro. Like one of the rarest injuries you can find, bro. It's not human, like, to come back and do these things that we doing. It's all God, and it's just amazing to be on the other side of it.
Right here, guys. Question for both of you guys. I'll start with Xavier. Obviously, Kenny Dillingham coming into the season wanted to really activate the Valley, and you guys in the entire home slate went undefeated. So again, I'll start with you, Xavier, because you were a senior this year.
Yes,
what
sir.
does it mean in order to live up to what Kenny Dillingham said and be able to win every game at home?
It means a lot just because I mean, you see the scores, you see all like the cool touchdowns, but you got like nobody was there when we was in Camp T, you know, sleeping on a, you know, tissue paper or just like climbing in the woods or, you know, all the Coach Joe conditioning drills. So we literally started from our foundation, like we completely eradicated and started new. So, you know, building from the ground up, it's just awesome to see what like our work, the right work, not just working hard, but the right work that is coming to fruition now. All our hard work is paying off, and it's just awesome to be a part of, and I want to do with anybody else.
It's amazing. Just activating the Valley, I ain't gonna lie, that was the craziest thing I've been a part of. Bro.
Yeah,
Like, their crowd getting loud, our crowd getting loud, BYU, ASU, bro. Like, that was amazing to be a part of, and I'm glad we came out with the dub.
Get the mic up to Michael here.
Yeah.
Devin, go ahead.
So for both of you guys, this is now 2 straight games in which you've had back here, in which you've had big leads, and then it's gotten more challenging in the second half. How frustrating is it as an offense when it's not flowing as easily in the second half, and how do you guys fight through that?
It's part of the game, man. It's just that happens, and we'd be naive to think if we were just going to blow out every single team. So it happens. We've blown out teams. We literally have had any kind. We had close games, blowouts. We've came back. Like our team is just resilient, no matter what situation. So we just go out there, put our helmets on, and just do what we do. We go out there and practice. Practices are sometimes more intense than like what we feel out there. So when we go out there, we're just calm and stuff. So no frustration. Yeah, you get a little mad, but we go on when we get on that field. We completely trust each other. We know what we can do. We trust our coaches. We trust the players, and we just go out there and execute.
Kind of different situation than last week. This week I feel like we got there. We was moving the ball very efficiently, and then just at the end, we got to the 4th and goal. We got to opposite 40, I think. But last week I feel like we just played a little conservative. So I don't think it's a knock on the offense. I think it just comes with the game, like he said.
And second question, that last 4th down call for you guys as receivers, do you guys get nervous when you hear that play call come in?
Yeah, sometimes. It depends. Because, I don't know, we going to call the play, the whole week, and I'll be thinking about, what release I'm going to give him, what move I'm going to give him at the top, so stuff like that. But I try to keep it down. And this late in the season, not as much as in the beginning.
Yeah, same for me.
Mike and Jordan, you can go ahead and take off. Thank you for your time.
All right, brother. Love you, dog.
Thanks. Can you move over?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then, X, the way that you guys started the game, too, the complimentary football, coaches have talked about it all year, but it just seemed like this big winning stretch. Defense gets a stop on 4th down, and then you guys go down the field and score. But when you guys are playing complimentary football like that, what is, each side of the ball, how does it help pick up the other side of the ball?
It's just, we're all cohesive. We're all one unit. We feel like there's no, defense, offense. Some my experience at other school, it just felt like 2 separate teams, but we're all literally one unit. And when defense is up, the receivers, everybody's watching we're on the field and stuff. So it was awesome to see the defense do their job and the offense go out and execute. Or if defense doesn't do the job, the first thing we say is we got y'all back. We don't go down. We throw a pick or something. Defense, we got y'all back. It's that locker room. If y'all been in our locker room, it's so tight knit. We're actually brothers. Some of these dudes will be at my wedding one day. I'm sure I'll be at some of theirs, and we're really close. And it's my senior year. I wish I could have more time, but it's been awesome being with this group, and I've been cherishing it every day.
Does anyone else have a question?
Good.
Awesome.
I appreciate
you.
it.
All right. Thanks. You're good.
We're good. All right.
Thanks.
Appreciate
for the
y'all.
time. Appreciate you.
Yeah.